The feds really caught Durkio in 4K. The footage that federal authorities have in their case against Durk is shocking. That man may actually face the death penalty. CCTV footage, interview footage, music videos, and so much more, and I'm here to unpack it all for you, so strap in. New footage goes viral on October 24th. FBI agents moved in to arrest Lil Durk at the Miami area airport around 8 p.m., just an hour before his scheduled departure to Italy. As it turns out, the rapper knew that the feds were onto him, and he was trying to make a quick getaway, and a new report showed that he was being monitored by several federal agencies because it was the U.S. Customs and Border Protection alerted the FBI when Durk booked 2 one-way flights to Dubai and Switzerland on October 24th. These bookings raised immediate red flags as they suggested an attempt to evade the legal consequences of the unfolding indictment, while Lil Durk did not board the flights to Dubai or Switzerland. The situation took a more dramatic turn when the FBI discovered that he had also arranged for a private plane to depart Miami and arrive in Italy. The timing of these bookings, coupled with the serious charges facing his associates, painted a picture of a man on the run seeking refuge from the storm of legal troubles closing in on him. But as the Chicago rapper sits in jail, new footage surrounding the case keeps popping up on social media. The most damning footage is actually in police custody and was featured in the indictment. The feds have footage of Duro's goons following Quando Rondo around in LA. What's even more damning is that the feds also have footage of OTF members committing the murder they are accused of. But this isn't the only footage that's going viral, because Lil Durk actually snitched on himself on camera back in 2023. Durk sat down with DJ Academics, and he revealed some pretty dark stuff. Since King Von died, internet trolls kept telling Durk to get revenge for Vow with the popular phrase "slide for Vow." At the time, Durk openly said that he wouldn't slide for Von because of the consequences in his track, Hearing Nung Siren. Durk raps "My brother's shot, dead to violence." I truly think the feds around us. Y'all tell me to slide, then turn around, then have the nerve to clown us. You aren't worried about lawyers. You'd rather talk about Tory and Meg the Stallion, like those blogs, not your dog. You turn to cowards. However, the slide for Von comments must have gotten to him. In his DJ Academics interview, he was asked what he thought about the slide for Von comments.
What are you talking about? By the slide for Von comments. I don't know if people still say it. They used to say it, but you also mentioned a song. They be saying slide for Von. I think they trolling me.
Academics wasn't ready for the answer because what Durk said next left him shook. According to Durk, there was a reason why those comments suddenly disappeared.
For some reason, I just don't see the comments no more. For some odd reason. I don't know. Might be the water. You be seeing the comments a lot?
They kind of chilled out a bit.
Academics wasn't ready for the answer because what Durk said next left him shook. According to Durk, there was a reason why those comments suddenly vanished.
Shooters.
Even fans couldn't help but notice that Durk had just snitched on himself. One fan said this is going to be played on repeat in the court. Another comment read, "Really? Don't be talking in cold like they think they do. The feds love this clip, I'm sure." What crazier is that he also snitched on himself in his music in the track Wonderful Wayne and Jackie Boy Durk Waps. Look on the news and see your son. You're screaming, "No, no," and all of them are hanging with him. If you know Durk was talking about Quando Rondo, who was caught on camera screaming after his cousin LPAB was shot and killed by Duro's OTF shooters.
Do you feel like you got money on your head?
I done heard a few rumors in the streets, but I heard that. I heard 50 one time, I heard 80 one time.
And
No, in another track, Lil Durk raps, "I don't want you to catch me. I want the one I paid for." Well, it turns out that Lil Durk really did pay for his ops to get murked. According to court documents, the feds have obtained information from Durk's iCloud where he warned the shooters not to book anything in his name. However, despite the warning, they still went ahead and booked the flights using a credit card linked to Lil Durk and OTF. And now Durk has been charged with murder for hire, which could see him spend the rest of his life in jail or even face the death penalty. But Durk can't blame anyone but himself for his snitching spree, because ironically, in the track Rumors, where he brags about paying for hits on his ops, Gucci M, who is also on the track, warns him about snitching on himself in his music, saying, "Watch what you say. The feds be listening to the music, and they going to take your lyrics and build a case and try to use it." But this isn't the only time the Chicago drill rapper has been caught up in a murder for a high plot just days before his arrest. Durk was caught up in a lawsuit filed by one of his ops moms. Len Weekly, FBG Duck's mother, took a bold step by filing in a lawsuit against Lil Durk. His record label, Only the Family and the Estate of King. The lawsuit alleges that these parties not only condoned, but also profited from the violence that led to her son's death. Central to the lawsuit is the claim that King Vow, a close associate of Lil Durk, who was killed just 3 months after FBG Duck had placed a $100,000 bounty on Duck's life, turns out there was a rat in Vaughn's camp because the feds only found out about the bounty after someone snitched. According to the informant, V had put a $50,000 bounty on Duck's head. No one was willing to do it, so Vaughn bumped his offer to $100,000, and V might not be the only one of Durk's friends who has placed a bounty on his ops, because his close buddy Young and Ace might have done the same thing to his now dead op Julio Fulio. In his last interview before he was gunned down, revealed that he had heard rumors that someone had put a bounty on his head.
Cash.
They say they gave you 50, bro.
Oh, facts. Facts.
More than that. Everybody more than that. Shit.
But shit, can you tell us how much he gave you, or you don't want to even?
No, we ain't gotta get into all that, but bro made sure he made a way for me to be.
And the details surrounding his death might show that Ace actually paid for the hit, according to Fulio's mom, who has been working closely with the cops. It was a paid hit.
Together.
I'm saying though, 63rd, dirty.
But all
Ace seemed to reveal that it was a paid hit during an appearance on a YouTube show where he was asked what he had last invested money in.
Talking crazy, ain't he?
Oh yeah.
He ain't even like that.
Oh.
On his mind.
On his
The cap. You got cap in your rat.
One thing he should worry about is his rats in his camp, because it turns out Durk was sold out by one of his homies. Court documents detail how a dude named OTF Jam, a trusted member of Durk's crew, played a crucial role in the investigation. Jam, who had been released from prison in 2022 after serving 12 years for attempted murder, was identified as an informant who had been cooperating with authorities for years. His decision to wear a wire and provide information to law enforcement was a betrayal that no one saw coming, especially not Lil Durk, according to the court documents. Jam's recording and the information he provided were key in linking Durk to the murder for high plot, and now these secret recordings have formed the backbone of the case against Durk Jam. A longtime member of OTF, Durk was considered a brother by Lil Durk. During Jam's 12-year incarceration for attempted murder, Durk stood by him, providing financial support and ensuring that Jam's needs were met. This included covering legal fees, purchasing a house and car, and gifting him more than $50,000 in cash.
Just wanna, you feel me? You feel me? He just got out of prison. He just wanna.
Why would Durk go to such lengths to have an OP marked? What really sparked the beef that had murders taking place across state lines? Well, the answer lies in a beef that started between NBA Youngboy and King Von Lil Durk and Quando Rondo. Despite Durkio going down for trying to have Quando Rondo killed, the two were actually friends. In an interview with DJ Academics, Lil Durk revealed that he, V, and Quando were buddies and often clowned V's ops, 63rd, together.
Lil' bro, Lil' Tim tell me, lil' bro, I'm not about to let you go in no club. He be like, no, lil' bro, I'm not about to let you sit in no car and go to sleep.
Right, by yourself.
You feel me? I'm about to sit in here and roll up.
But all this love would soon turn to deep hate, and it all started with Vaughn dissing Youngboy. While on Instagram Live, Vaughn called out Youngboy for lying in his lyrics. Apart from insinuating that Youngboy was lying in his lyrics, King Von was rumored to have a fling with Youngboy's baby mama. V went on social media to fuel the rumor, which was disrespectful to Youngboy. First, V tweeted, "I wouldn't believe the female I just made a hit with." V must have been clout chasing using Youngboy's name since he was pretty big at He Time. It was not long before photos of him and a young boy baby mama Yoha surfaced on the internet. Things got even crazier when Vaughn's girlfriend at the time, Asian Doll, took to her Instagram to confirm the rumor that Vaughn and Yanana had slept together. According to her, she had seen the DMs between V and Jana, and there was something going on between the two. She even revealed that their excuse about making music was nothing but a lie. A young boy had already gotten wind of the rumor and had taken it as disrespect. Fed up with V's antics, the young boy took to social media to clap back. He posted a photo on Instagram with the caption, "I'm going to make sure my son knows your daughter since you are trolling," since V does have a daughter. It was pretty clear who the young boy was talking about. On August 5th, 2020, Quando Rondo took his homie, LOL Tim, to the E-Club. Lil Tim had just gotten out of jail after he was arrested and charged with conspiracy to violate the Georgia Controlled Substance Act, theft by receiving stolen property, and obstruction after detectives seized more than $16,000, 15 bead of marijuana, and 2 firearms. However, Quando Rondo, who was with him, didn't want to party. Instead, he wanted to nap outside the club in the car. Interestingly, L. Tim chose to stay with Quando. In a split second, Lul Tim appeared from behind their vehicle. With a gun in a split second, Lul Tim appeared from behind their vehicle with a gun in hand and started letting off shots as everyone ran away. V was hit on his torso. 2 off-duty cops who were near the club started letting off shots and shot L. After the dust settled, V's guys pulled up next to him and loaded him into the vehicle before speeding to the nearest hospital. L. Tim limped into the vehicle with Quando Rondo and drove to the hospital. As fate would have it, the 2 groups ended up in the same hospital. Luckily, there was no more violence. Sadly, V passed away during surgery, according to court documents. Durk started plotting for Q's death immediately. V was killed. Rumors began to circulate that Durk had placed a bounty on Rondo's head, fueling speculation and fear within the industry. Turns out it was actually true, according to court documents. OTF Jam told cops that after Vaughn's death, Durk used coded language to tell OTF members that he would pay a bounty to anyone who would take part in killing Quando Rondo. Durk's cousin DeAndre Wilson also told OTF members that anyone who took part in the murder would be rewarded with lucrative music opportunities with OTF, which was also a music label. The first time Quando Rondo almost lost his lie was back in 2021 in Georgia. The timeline of events leading up to the shooting incident involving Quando Rondo and his team in Georgia began on a seemingly ordinary Saturday night, as the rapper was scheduled to perform at a local club in Georgia. The club, located just a short drive from the eventual scene of the shooting, was buzzing with activity as the night wore on. The performance went off without a hitch, and as the night drew to a close, Rondo and his entourage prepared to leave the venue in the early hours of Sunday morning after the performance. The timeline took a dramatic turn as Rondo and his team departed from the club. They made a brief stop at a convenience store in Blackshear, Georgia. According to law enforcement sources, it was during this stop that gunfire erupted, targeting the rapper and his team. It is believed that Quando Rondo was present at the scene when the gunfire began, although he was not there when authorities arrived. One member of Rondo's entourage was injured in the attack, sustaining a gunshot wound to the hand. By August 2022, the situation reached a boiling point, according to federal court records. Lil Durk's associates allegedly learned that Quando Rondo was staying at a hotel in Los Angeles, and on August 18, 2022, Lil Durk's associates Dion and Ree Wilson, Keith Jones, David Lindsay, and Asa Houston arrived in Los Angeles. They had traveled from Chicago to San Diego and then driven to Los Angeles, allegedly using funds provided by Durk himself. Upon their arrival, the OTF members met with Con Grant, a top associate who had flown to Los Angeles on a private jet. Grant played a crucial role in facilitating the operation, securing hotel accommodations for the group, purchasing ski masks, and obtaining 2 luxury sedans to be used in the ambush, according to court records. Grant also provided Jones and Lindsay with firearms, including one that had been converted into a machine gun, further escalating the potential for violence as the day unfolded. The group allegedly began tracking Quando Rondo and his associate Robinson as they traveled around Los Angeles in a Cadillac Escalade. Their journey took them to various locations, including a marijuana dispensary and a clothing store in West Hollywood. Tension was palpable as the suspects followed their targets, waiting for the opportune moment to strike the climax of the day's events. Occurred at a gas station across from the Beverly Center, a bustling area in the heart of Los Angeles here. Asa Houston allegedly parked his car strategically behind the station, setting the stage for the ambush as Quando, Rondo, and Robinson stopped at the gas station. Jones and Lindsay reportedly exited their vehicle armed and ready to execute their plan. In a dramatic turn of events, the suspects opened fire, unleashing a hail of bullets in an attempt to kill Rondo tragically. Robinson, who was standing outside the Escalade, was struck and killed in the gunfire while Rondo miraculously escaped.
Don't report it, but you know I did it, and you don't report it. We go on about our life. You are as liable as to the case as I am. What I'm finna go down for, you finna go down for, unless when you get in this behind these doors, you tell me something that I don't know. And then probably a little bit.
However, there was a general feeling that V was set up long before he died. One of the incidents that proved this was when one of Lil Durk's lawyers, Nicole Mormon, while posing as airport security, was rumored to have searched V at an airport, an incident that V caught on camera. It turns out that Nicole worked with the state for nearly 5 years as a felony probation officer and specialized task force agent, meaning she could go undercover. The plan seemed to be to get VAU in serious trouble and portray him as the dangerous one between him and Durk. That way Durk would walk and V would end up in prison. Was Durk really making up for snitching on V? This might be revealed as the trial gets underway. Meanwhile, you can watch similar content by clicking on the boxes playing on your screen.